I can't help it. When Paul Fred Lake shared with me what he was doing to run his very effective workplace Bible discussion group, I decided to share it with you. Of course, I did get his permission before doing so. I love what Paul's doing, and I know it's going to greatly benefit you on how to start and run a very effective Bible discussion group in your own workplace, if you're wanting to do that. Hi, my name is Shawn Sommerkamp, and this is Motivationeer Christian Coaching. I post 2 videos a week, so please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can be reminded when I do. Please also consider becoming a member at Motivationeer.com. Your membership really supports this channel. Thank you. Let's dive right into the list. We're going to make it short and sweet. Number 1, start with a few. Identify a few other Christians that you think might possibly be interested in joining the group. Let them know a little bit about the details, about your vision, and then just ask them if you can add their names to the invitation list. Number 2, define a reason. Give yourself and others a great reason for doing the Bible discussion group. No matter what that reason is, you want to have a strong why that gets people involved and engaged. Maybe it's to be a light in the marketplace or your workplace for others around you. Maybe it's to honor a faithful believer who recently passed away, which is exactly the case in Paul's situation. Maybe it's just to better ourselves, to be higher performance at work, to make a better example in what we do day to day. Whatever the reason is, define it. Number 3, set a recurring meeting. Immediately get the meeting day and time into your own calendar. In that way, whenever you invite someone new, you can just right-click and forward it to them to get them on that invitation as well. The best time that works tends to be at the end of the week, a Friday over lunch. The week is pretty much wound down. People are looking forward to the weekend, and they can really set aside time at work to be focused on what you're doing at the group. Number 4, schedule a list of topics. Develop a list of scheduled topics, 5 or 6, maybe even 7 topics deep, so that you can let people know well in advance what those topics are. Topics can be on a Bible chapter, a spiritual book, a relevant topic in society, something going on in the workplace or with your company. Whatever it is, set those in advance. Once the group gets somewhat established, you can have other people volunteer to facilitate one of the meetings, a meeting that is covering a topic maybe they came up with or they're really interested in. Number 5, facilitate the engagement. And what I mean by this is keep the format loosely facilitated so you can go in other directions if needed. Yeah, you want to stick to the schedule of topics, but if people are finding something niche very interesting, go with it. And you want to ask a lot of great questions to keep people really thinking with that right hemisphere to keep them engaged. And you can be sure to ask other people that are attending to read some of the scriptures from time to time to also keep them engaged. It's not about you reading, it's not about your great wisdom, it's about everybody else collectively being involved. Number 6, send reminder emails. A few days before each session that you have scheduled, send a reminder email to everybody on the list, letting them know what the topic is once again, and encouraging them to attend if their schedule allows. You can also ask them to invite other people when you send this reminder out. Number 7, begin and end with prayer. When we start a meeting and close the meeting with prayer, we're really devoting it to God. It's keeping it God-focused. And if you're thinking about asking someone else to open or close a meeting in prayer, make sure you get permission from them offline to make sure they feel comfortable doing that. We don't want to really ever put someone on the spot in such a situation. But it is a good way to keep them engaged too when you have other people opening and closing in prayer. Number 8, focus on God's Word. The goal of the discussion is not to per se convert people, but to keep all participants, us included, constantly exposed to the power and truth of God's Word. We want to stay in it, learn from it. And as it says in Isaiah 55 verse 10, the Word's going to accomplish whatever it set out to accomplish. It won't return empty-handed. That means it by itself will inspire, challenge, and instruct exactly as it's supposed to. Number 9, develop relationships. We want to go out of our way to get to know fellow coworkers, foster deeper relationships, be transparent, be vulnerable. We really never know how God may use us in their life later on. Something that we share, something we've been going through, might be of great benefit to them, and we'll only be able to do that if we get to know them better. And finally, number 10, give the benefit of the doubt. We're going to have people from lots of different Christian denominations joining us, so we want to give people the benefit of the doubt from a spiritual perspective. It ultimately doesn't matter which church they go to It's about being exposed to God's Word and collaboratively helping each other at work. Want to give another thanks to Paul for sharing this great wisdom and insight. And if you are thinking about starting a workplace Bible discussion and you find this useful, please share that in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for 2 new videos each week. Tell me in the comments below about your career situation and I'll make a video for you with a shout out. You can also become a member at Motivationeer.com. Your career is not just a way to make a living, it's a way to transform